Hey there, folks. Quick note about homework submissions. If you have been working on either the homework or the labs, I'm noticing that there are a lot of people who maybe think that they've completed the project but haven't. So I wanted to bring your attention. If you click on commits on your repository, I don't know who this student is, um, next to the most recent thing you've pushed, there will be either one of three icons here: a check mark, an X, or a yellow circle. Yellow circle means it's in the process of being graded, so wait for it to turn to either an X or a check mark. But if you get a check mark, that means, yep, all your tests have passed. And there are a few other examples here. There are some people who have an X here and they only have 3 commits, no commits by themselves. If you haven't worked on your project, that's to be expected. But if you have worked on your project and have not, and you don't have a check mark here and no commits by yourself, that means you need to sync your project. Go to the sync settings and push to the remote repository. Otherwise, it won't count as being submitted. So that's a second option. Third option is you've submitted something, you think you're good and you're not. If you want to know why you haven't passed all your tests, you can click on the X and go to the details of the build. And what I'm noticing a lot of common things are, if you click on the build has failed. It'll bring you to the status of the build. You can look at the log file, and in a lot of cases, you'll get something like this. Now, this says, oh, get number does not exist. That's a method that I put in for you to use, and you've deleted it. In the future, I will put in a test to make sure that if you delete it, you won't pass locally. But I'm not sure how you could have compiled your project with this set up this way. So please make sure you leave those methods in there. That's a third thing. The best option is, yep, everything works and you've got a green check mark. And then this one here, why did I pull up detail view? You can click on build, and when you get the details of the build, you might have tests that fail. Okay, that's to be expected. If you're still working on things, your test will fail. It'll tell you for these inputs, it expected something and it didn't get it. In this case, there's no implementation at all for these functions. Quick thing, please check on that. This will be going out in an email to everybody.